He was protecting our citizens. Tonight, the city is mourning the death of Mobile police officer Stephen Green.
We are a grieving law enforcement family.
Police say Green was stabbed while transporting a suspect to Metro Jail late this afternoon. They say it was this man, Lawrence Wallace, who stabbed Officer Green and shot and wounded another officer. The question remains tonight, how did it happen?
Our team coverage begins tonight with Local 15's John Zanitas.
John, that was the first time we saw Wallace right there after he was arrested for robbery and arson.
Truly is haunting, Greg. Cameras were rolling after Wallace was arrested for robbing and trying to set a fire in a Dollar General. During that walk while our cameras were rolling, Wallace said, "I'll see you in a minute."
Yeah, I'll be out before I reach down there. Bigger than the mail on the neck.
Showing his neck to police officers, the haunting words of a man about to stab one of them to death.
This is all part of the movie, man. I'll see y'all in a minute.
Officer Stephen Green, seen here bringing the suspect out to the car and then driving him to Metro Jail.
There was this man, black man, who got out of the car and they were bringing him in and he ended up stabbing him in the neck. The police officer fell down, he ended up running out to the car and then taking off with the car.
A cold-blooded cop killer behind the wheel of a police vehicle.
He almost hit us, hit the car.
A driver on the parkway surprised to see it wasn't a cop behind the wheel.
A young man in the car. And I said, oh, golly. I said, then a few minutes later, we saw all the police cars go flying by like that. So I told my mama something serious must have happened.
Wallace holed up inside a home with a firearm.
I believe that's just where he stopped the car and fled on foot.
One officer shot during an exchange of fire.
The shotgun rounds you heard a moment ago were officers firing into the siding of the house, basically creating a hole so we can deploy additional gas into the house.
After trying to smoke the suspect out with tear gas, a SWAT team rushed into the house.
Zanitas right now where he's on the scene. We had just heard that the suspect has been shot.
The suspect is down. The suspect down, a chance to reflect on a dark day for law enforcement in Mobile.
Become friends, and you really depend on one another to back each other up in these types of situations, and when one of them meets a tragic end like that, it's a blow to all of us.
And investigators still mourning. Right now, the investigation is still ongoing, though, to find out exactly how something like this could happen. Kim?
John, thank you. We've learned Officer Stephen Green was the officer who drove Wallace to Metro Jail. You see him right behind him. Police say the suspect, Lawrence, was able to overpower Officer Green at Metro Jail. The officer was stabbed to death and his patrol car was stolen. Officer Green was married with 3 children and has been working as a Mobile police officer since May 2010.